It is visible to you, Shubham?
Yes.
Okay.
So good evening, all of you. And this is our fifth session of Organizers webinar. And in this session, this is a interactive session. And we have today's speaker, Vishal Pandey. And first of all, I will give introduction of Vishal. So Vishal is completed in integrated. Vishal completed his master's in applied chemistry from Central University of Jharkhand, Ranchi. And during this session, he was also undergo a project under Dr. Partha Ghosh, in which he developed a method in which he took a ketone and changed into amide. So he has some scientific knowledge and also some scientific interest, which he will deliver with us. So Vishal, now over to you. Please start.
Okay. Thank you, Shubham. So, very good evening and warm welcome you all. So, today we are going to talk on a very wonderful topic. So, chemistry, chemicals, and idea behind it. So, all we are gathered here. So, we are the chemistry people. So, we have some sense of that thinking about the chemistry, chemicals, and how it will deal with it. But this talk is a little bit different from our previous talk. In previously, what we will do, we will just deliver a talk, then we will taking the question and answer session. But in this talk, the session will during the presentation. So you may abrupt me and so what the chemistry consists of? Chemistry consists of basically the three major components. So what is this? This is the curiosity, observation, and exploration. So there are three components, and our upcoming slides we will go through it. So why the curiosity is important, why the good observation is needed, why the exploration is needed. So as we move ahead, let's take the example. So what is important? So when we are looking something, so the basic things that's required, the early question. So we must ask the early question. That's called the curiosity. So how we ask the early question? We are not the born scientist, or we are not something else. So for the early question, we need some kind of a curiosity with the things. So I will start with an example. So let's take this one. So this candy, this banana flavor, Parle Majelo, and it's a flavored candy. It's my favorite one since my childhood. So this is a banana flavor. So this banana flavor is must not be must no the banana is not inside. I go through some of the literature, and I will find it out that the isoamyl alcohol, when react with the acetic acid, catalytic amount of H2SO4 will react, and it will form isoamyl acetate and water. So what it does, the isoamyl acetate tastes like the banana. So this is just some important things why we took the early questions, and it is too much important. So it starts from a small candy. Okay. So my next question is for the fireflies. So fireflies in Hindi, we are saying that it's a jugnu. So we all know that what the fireflies is. And the fireflies large bottom during the gut, they are illuminate. themselves. So what's going on there? It's your first curiosity. And when we investigate it, what we will find out? There is some luciferin type of a chemical present in the gut of the fireflies. And when it reacts with the ATP and some oxygen content present in the environment, it will form the oxyluciferin. So my question is that why it will form? And as you can see from here, there is a lot of acetic acid is there, and it will convert into the ketone. Here, this ketone will convert into the alcohol. So a lot of question is here involved. So how it will change? There is not much chemical needed. As an organic chemist, when we are doing this type of reaction, we have needed a lot of chemicals, and this change only with the nano thin wire walls between the gut of fireflies. This all reaction will happen. And one interesting thing also will happen. The illumination that will take place, it's not generate the heat, even though it's a bioluminescent and it's came under the cold light. So how it will be have? That's a question, and scientists still try to find it out how we will deal with it. So my curiosity is that how we will deal with it. It start from the idea. So first we are not going to investigate what the luciferin is, but we are going to took this moth firefly as an idea, and we will move ahead. So another one, this is the airbag. So it's a very interesting kind of a chemistry. So first I will explain what the airbag is. So airbag saves millions of life every day around the globe. So how it will save? So a lot of chemistry involved with it, not a lot of, a very small compound that will affect a lot of chemistry. It's application part. So let's do this one. This is a sodium azide. When sodium azide will react, and what it will form? It will form the nitrogen gas, and nitrogen gas inflate this air. So when will take place in cars? This, even though lesser than a second, not more, lesser than, it's a 50 millisecond. In 50 millisecond, it will ignite and it will inflate, and it saves a major organs like our brain and chest, which will cause the casualty for deaths of any car accident, and it will save it. So interesting thing is that only the 130 gram of a sodium azide will produce 67 liter of nitrogen gas. So this is that this sodium azide, we all learn the Least-Chatelier principle. So what's the application of it and how we will deal with it? So this all start from the early question, your curiosity and how you took this as an application. Okay, so my next slide is something different. So this is a algae explosion in Vizag. So these things happened in last year. So last year during the lockdown, in a LG Polymer India, they are in Vizag, and then a blast will happen. Explosion will take place in the factory of this LG Polymer India Limited. So I was taking this slide here because we asked the question why it will happen, because we all the news freaks, we all read that, but we never asked the question why the explosion will happen and what measures should we take to avoid gas leak. So because this is an interactive system, so I want to interact the audience. If someone know why this explosion will happen from the audience?
Hello.
Anyone? Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you know why this will happen? Anyone? Okay, let it be. So I will explain in a slide and what measures should we take to avoid gas leak. So whenever this kind of a catastrophe will happen in some kind of a factory and so we just not instantly pondering on why explosion will happen. It will be, we think on this later on, but how we should avoid this gas leak. So this one. So in this way, so there. Okay. So how to stop it? So as you all know that this is a +2 level of chemistry. So styrene will get, what will it generate the radical, and what it radical, when it get propagate, it will form the polymers, so like PTFE type of a polymer, a lot of polymer, polystyrene they will form. And in high temperature, what will happen? This 4+2 type of reaction will happen. Either it will form, either this gas leak will happen. So that will happen in that the BISAC, it will happen because of high temperature, and styrene gas get condensed on the top of the on the top of that tank, and it get burst, and this will propagate. So the only question is how we will solve this, how we will getting compress the effect of this, because a lot of people affected, more than 11 people getting died, and lot of people get suffer from the more than 200 to 300,000. So the immediately the group of Indian scientists, they will took this TBC, they will took out this TBC from Gujarat, and they will pour in this factory. And what will happen? This inhibitor, this inhibit the reaction, and it will form a solid form with this. You see here. So why the styrene have this? The only styrene have only here is their radical is formed. Why it's not formed here and here also? So this is a question you will ask. Okay. So my next slide will something different. So how idea lead? So idea lead. So this is probably the first NMR of any organic molecule take in the human history. So what is it? It is nothing but the NMR of a ethanol, and that what is written on the paper. You just read, saw that high resolution. You know why it is? Because when it is recorded, it's the highest resolution ever possible, and this was recorded before the first Nobel Prize giving on the NMR to the Otto Stern in the year of 1943. So this was recorded in 1946, and this one. So this one is the same compound, the NMR of it, and it will recorded with the 400 megahertz. So is it any different with it? So a lot of people ask the question, is it any difference with it? Yes, of course. So that type of quest we need. So what was the difference? But their idea is clear. Its picture it must be hazy. You can see that there is not a continuous peak is there. There is some missing figure is there. They all mentioned in the papers. But here what will happen? This is a ratio 3:2:1. This ratio is the same. So spin multiplicity will the same. For here 3, 2, and this is 1. So you may ask the question, why this is a 3, this one is 2, this one is 1. This is the CS31 peak, this is the CS2 peak, this is the OH peak. And here this is only 3H and CS31, here CS2, why it is OH will present here. So this NMR will taken by us. So here what we will do, here we are just treated with these things with the deuterium, but here there is no any such kind of method, and early 1946. So nothing will happen. So my idea is that they don't know even we are getting this much clear picture, but they have an idea and they have a clear-cut idea. So spin multiplicity must be 3. So spin multiplicity is still be 3. And even though when we are moving to the more complex molecule, the spin multiplicity still be 3. That's not going to be changed. So why? Okay. So when we move ahead, so this one is a more advanced NMR. This one is a 3D, and this one is 2D depiction, and this one is a 3D depiction. So here in the test tube, we are taking a lot of amine type of molecule and lot of focus sample in a single tube, and then we will perform the NMR. This is a 3D one of that, and this is a 2D. So even though here we can find out what's the interaction between them, and in 2D we will find the NOE effect, like the Cozy effect, a lot of effect we will generate. But So have you ever wondered? So the first NMR that is recorded in 1946, they ever imagine that we are mixing everything in a just single test tube and we will find it out? They never imagine. So we are move ahead and with the clear cut picture. So this one is the NMR of the most complex part of our body. What is this? This is a brain. It can, even though a tissue contains a millions, how we get depicted these pictures. So the important things for that, we are to the field of neurological field, the whole medical industry will, now they're getting the clear-cut picture idea what will happening in the brain. So the first Nobel Prize was awarded in the 1943, and this MRI image came in the 2003. So imagine the 100 years, all the 100 years, the idea will survive. Even though more than that, we are not knowing that, even though we are getting some clear picture after that. But there are the 6 Nobel Prize awarded in the NMR, and we are getting the clear picture, but idea will be the same. So we will move ahead with this. So your idea is very important. So how it leads, your idea must be crystal clear. Your idea must be understood by everyone, because you are not the only one who are going to work on it. Somebody, another generation will going to work on it. So your idea must be clear, because it's not only part of your work, it's part of a work of a humanity. This MRI image will change the whole human history. We are generally taking the MRI image. After 2003, it will just boom the industry. But before that, it never will happen. Okay. So when we move ahead, so there's a very interesting is there. So this is a old vial. So actually vial is present in everywhere in the organic chemistry laboratory. So a lot of vial is there, but with this drug there is a different kind of a chemistry related with it. So what was it? It is important, too much important. So because there is something mysterious. I will not say the mysterious, something magnificent will happen. So we all here with some of the research scholars there, some of the master student, graduate student there. They all have, even though some kind of a time, they all wondering something like that. So the idea is that a group of chemists in year 1954 to 1955, they are going to make a library of hypnotic drugs. So they get the money for that, and they are going to just make getting nothing, and they just what they do, they just abandoned this idea. So nothing will present there, so we will leave it out and we will move ahead. There is no any kind of things will present here. So but one day what will happen? So this was organized by the Dr. Leo Sternberg in the Ross pharmaceutical company, a big Swiss company. And what will have one day what will happen when the lab is getting closed after 2 years, when when lab getting cleaned out, and some of the worker found this vial, very silent vial is present there, and he just sent it to the Dr. Leo Sternberg and said that this vial is present there and we don't know what's there. So Dr. Leo Sternberg at just final way, so he sent it for some pharmacological text. And you will wonder that this compound have a 7 different type of hypnotic drug is there. So that time it's boom the industry. Everyone try to find out what's the hypnotic drug, how the operation will take place very efficiently, so that patient will not get that much pain, and what sciatic drug, lot of pharmaceutical companies going on. And what will happen? It just change the career of Dr. Leo Sternberg, as well as a big pharmaceutical company became Ross. So this drug become the multi-million drug. So even though this some of the part of the world, this drug is still getting sold. So we add this slide because of because we are doing a tireless work. So we getting frustrated, but we don't know where the idea lead to the success. So even though the last part is very important. So we will took this one, if though this is drug is called drug by chance, because if this cleaning will happen and that worker will not think it out what will happen in the lab, and it's not sent to the Dr. Leo Sternberg, so this drug discovery never will take place. Okay, so this now we have a very wonderful idea. So idea that impact every segment of a society. So we are the science people, we are the chemist people. So how we have done something that affect everyone, means that everyone in the society. So it is important. How? So you just see that this person name is Percy Julian, probably the first of African American chemist. Those we are called the black chemist, first black chemist, and he will develop this drug, cortisone. And what happened with the cortisone? The time those who are the marginal class in the USA, around the Europe, this is not these rings are never getting synthesized. So the drug that can be delivered by the plants and by the different kind of process that have, because that process is too much lengthy, and so that the cost is too much high. So this person will sense a marginal proportion of people will access this cortisone drug, because the drug price getting too much low, because he's developed a new type of synthetic method. So we don't need to cut a large plant, and we will do a lot of things with that, and then we will find out how we will make it very easily. So large number of people are getting the life-saving drug with it. So idea will not only start from here. The drug we will still use in our birth control pills. So this he derived the sterol from that. The all steroid drug and sterol. It now also it will happening with this method. So it's by extracting it from the soybean oil, and we will getting the sterol, and then we will make this type of a ring, and we will just multiply and add whatever we want. So this is a very important thing. So you are not only think about yourself, you must be think about the society. So how your work going to be affect the society. Okay. So this is some of the question, so that I also ponder of. So I want to ask this question from our participants, those who are here. So they wish to they answer it. So anybody here, any question that you have, and you try to answer it. Yes. Okay. Anybody? So okay, if you are not ready to answer it, no, because I was already written that this is a question for a ponder. So you just think on it. Why this will happen? Means that I will just read it out. So what's the difference between the chemical constituent in living beings, plant, animal, and what we made in lab? And what's the need of that much precision? Means that we generally take the 16, but what if it is 16? So why they written the 15.999 and 9 mu? And when you notice your first, this is a very interesting question. You must have a ponder about that. So when you notice your first chemistry idea, what you did and how you deal with your curiosity. So it is very important. Okay. So this, the quote of the Rosalind Franklin. So I always fond of Rosalind Franklin, because Rosalind Franklin have a brainchild that we will develop the Watson Crick will develop their model, and she will emphasize that science and everyday life can't and shouldn't be separated. So it is, because we never separate it out. It is very important to we will live in the science, because we are the science people. We are living in the science. We can't separate it out, because science is everywhere, chemistry is everywhere. You try to find it out. Okay, thank you. Any question by anybody?
Hello,
Hello, Vishal.
Yes, yes.
Go to the slide where you show a cozy spectra.
Okay. I'll go there. Wait. I just cancel it out. I'll go here. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay, if I'm not wrong, you said that they mix a lot of compound in test tube and took the spectra of for all the molecules, and they
Yes.
get this clear cozy spectra. So please explain what you are
Okay.
saying in
Yes.
this.
Okay. Just I explain it. What means that I'm not that what NMR expert 2D and 3D and all, but I read that paper. So what they have done, they are taking a lot of protein kind of a things. So they mix it out. Okay. So when they mix it out, so all the protein get stagnate, but it is clear that what the bond getting when we mix everything, it's not that they generate the bond. They have sometimes they have some kind of interaction. A lot of things will happen because these are the proteins, these are not the simple molecules. So a lot of things. So even though we are noticing that where the bond will there, what's in the bond, and where the interaction will take place. So a bond, and where the distance, what they depict, these distance will depict something. So they are far away with that, and this will show that this someone is very nearer to that, someone is very far away with that. So it will show that how they accumulate with it. Means that if we are adding some proteins with that protein, so some are coagulate, amalgamate with it, but some of them are not. So this even though this will create the clear picture. After an MRI, even though we are taking the more complex that, because here we are taking in the test tube, here our brain is still in our head. So from there also we are generating what is going to there. Okay. Are you getting my point, Nitin?
Okay. It's okay.
hello, Vishal. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I have a question from airbag part. That airbags
Okay.
by
I will go there.
DFM.
I will go there and we will ask. Okay. Yes. And this one. Yes. Okay. Yes.
You said we are using sodium azide.
Yeah.
We are using. You are using 130 gram of sodium azide.
Yes.
Then it will liberate almost 67 liter of nitrogen gas.
Yeah,
But my
yeah.
question is that this sodium azide will not explode. Means this sodium azide is very explosive in nature, and we are getting some sodium metal here. We are generating sodium metal here. So in car or
You're right.
something, that when this sodium metal will generate, then it can catch fire. But it is
Oh,
not
yes.
happening generally. Can you please
I
explain?
this type. Yes, I want this type of question. Means why? It is the question. When sodium will sodium will attack, this will catch fire. So not on this is only chemistry things will there. So lot of things will happen. So what happened? Sodium azide not catch fire by himself. So there is the crash sensor is there. So crash sensor will go, and what I will say here, it's a more electronic word. So it will go and it will ignite the sodium azide. In that manner, it get burst. And what happened? This sodium will. You just imagine that if we are cooking the 2 Na and 3, and this sodium will also generate. Sodium will catch fire. Yes. So they will use these things very differently, and they what they do, they took some kind of a binder with this, and you know here you will see the airbag. So airbag not only the inflate airbag, once airbag will inflate, then it get bit deflect. So when the sodium will attach with the some kind of a binder, then once the crash will over, this get deflate, means that some kind of binder get react with the become in the bag, and it will move out. Means that this sodium cannot catch fire. So they may have a sense. They have a sense. They will develop this. So if you are too much interested, you will go through these slides that's present on the Google, and you will see that they have making, because it's all electronic kind of a thing. So they will written there. Okay.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
There must be some binder that will.
Yeah. That's a
Extract
binder,
that.
and that binder will react with the sodium, and it will again make some hole in this airbag, and so that this become deflate. Means that if only it's getting inflate, so you have some kind of a sinus form, means that it's not getting deflating. So you might be getting, your death may be occur due to the inflation of that, because you don't getting breathe, because this kind of a thing only fraction of second this will happen. Okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
Yes. Okay. So because it is an interactive session, so may I ask someone? So they are asked the question, because a lot of people is there. I don't know everyone, but a lot of people is there.
Actually, what is happening now? Your network connection is not very good, so
It
the
might be.
sound was not coming very well.
Okay.
So that might be a problem.
Okay. I will just not using the headphones. Okay. Someone is try to ask the question. No.
Vishal, you do one thing. You can show
Yes.
your whole slide. Means you just show your all slides. That if anyone has any question, then they will ask.
Okay. Just I slow the all slides.
Yeah.
Probably this one is the last slide. So I was coming this slide. So last question is very interesting. So anybody who are not the chemist also, they give the answer of this question. So someone here who are from the science background, if they want to give this answer, it's a very beautiful kind of a thing. So
Pandey, you
Yes.
go one firefly section, firefly slide, that one.
Yes. Right.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Which slide?
Firefly.
Tell me which one is the slide? This one.
No, previous to this one.
This one.
Yeah. This one.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, this reaction. So please explain this slide because I haven't listened this slide actually due to your network problem.
Okay. I say it again. So this is a moth, means that this is a firefly. We all see this in our somehow we all are see this one. So in their gut there is a chemical called luciferin is present there. Okay. So this luciferin, what it will have, it will bind with the ATP, and when it uptakes some kind of oxygen, so there is a reaction will happen. So it will change. There is a lot of chemical, not only chemical, the biological process, the enzyme involved here, and it will generate the oxyluciferin. And so a very interesting question came with the scientists, that during the conversion of this process, the moth in the gut of this moth, it never getting heated. So whenever it generates the light, it generate light whole night, whole day. But what happened here? It or generate the cold light. So there is a different kind of idea also came, and we will think in the chemistry perspective also. How? So this is acetic acid type of a thing, acid type of a thing, mighty, and it will convert it into the ketone. How this ketone will convert it into the OH group, and what was the reagent present it there, and how it with the ATP, how it will take, even though the oxygen, when it will take the lot of oxygen, it will eliminate lesser intensity. When it take less oxygen, it will eliminate with higher intensity. So lot of chemistry evolved there. But
Hello.
the perspective,
Actually, I
yes,
want to point out a thing here.
yes.
We have luciferin. Luciferin is going to be converted into oxyluciferin. So what is the difference between two structure? Means while luciferin is get converted into the oxyluciferin, that is some glowing nature, means that will produce light.
Actually,
So
yeah.
one reason I want to point out, because of the increase in conjugation in the structure oxyluciferin.
Yes.
Hello.
It is. Yes.
There might be the stability of the structure, or we may say that compound oxyluciferin can show color, like in dye type of compound. So much conjugation is there.
Yes,
so
yes,
it
you are
will show
right. But
color.
But you are right. You are thinking on that direction. But what happened when the luciferin get converted into the oxyluciferin? In between this process, means that when we are talking in the we are organic chemists, we will make oxyluciferin and we will generate the light. No, it will not happen. So what happened when the luciferin getting converted into the oxyluciferin, during the process, the light it means that firefly illuminate the light.
Okay.
Hello, Misal.
Somebody else will ask the question. Yes.
Misal, I have a query. Like as a process chemist, I want to know about the process. Means how can you convert this acid to this ketone? Means apart from this thing, this is the simple. Just on the basis of the organic chemistry, you have gone through this thing. But can you tell me how this acid group can convert it into this ketone? What kind of chemistry you are proceeding here?
So yes. Where is it? So here there is a lot of things will happen. How we will convert that? There is a very selective reagents also there. Now that acid will convert into this ketones. So you want to ask what type of reagent is what's the reagent?
I want to know about the reagent sequence. How can you proceed this to this one?
Okay. Yeah. So how we will proceed there? We make this here. We make aldehyde this position or something else. Means that you are asking how we made aldehyde at this position.
Miss,
yes.
What happened? This is one carbonless. So we are completely eliminating this acid group and introducing a ketone center here. So means how can you proceed this one?
So I just explained it. So we have a lot of ideas. So how, because in with retrosynthesis we are doing this. When we are going here to here, how it will happen? So it will happen like the it's a I think homologation series will be there. So when this it will react, some kind of reaction will happen. This center.
No, Pandey.
And then it will generate.
Hello.
We will make some carbene type of a center there. Yes, yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
He is only asking the conversion of this means functional group to this ketone group, means this acetic means acid group is how converted into this ketone group. So we can do one thing. We can do.
I'm not worried about
decarboxylation will also take place, but it's not happening here. Ketone will not generate ever.
Yes, I'm not worried about
we can do one thing.
I'm not worried about
Yes,
what is
yes,
the
yes.
process going on here. I just ask as a process chemist, what is the reagent you can choose to eliminate this carboxylic acid and make a ketone center here.
Okay. So we have only, I know only one this method. See, from here to here, how we'll go. As I think homologation series will there, and homologation series will there. We will just react something here and something, and we will make the what is there, some carbene type of bond will present there, make there, and then we will generate some kind of a thing. This kind of a thing. So now I don't know anything else. So
I
you
want
have
to
any
answer
idea?
this question.
Yes,
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 I have an idea.
yes.
What we can do, we can convert this acid group into ketone. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
We can convert this acid group into ketone. Then we can do MCPBA reduction. Then that ester group will form here, means OC double bond OCH3. And then we can do hydrolysis so that one OH group will be here. Then it will go into resonance and form this oxyluciferin.
One, yeah, it will,
Yes, yes,
it
yes.
will form.
You're
Yeah,
right,
it will
sir.
form. Yes, it will form. Yeah, it's a way. So Subham, you get it. This is the way.
That is my question. I want to ask this thing. How can you get this thing? But nah, everything is okay now. Because I don't want to this process, how this process is going on. We are just want to the simple chemistry. How can we get this thing to this one?
Yes, yes, definitely. My hope. So it's a very nice question.
So we can do one thing. We can prepare this molecule in lab luciferin. Then we will convert into oxyluciferin. Then we will think what will happen, or we can
Not only
see what
that,
will
we will go through here to here also. So Subham, I will say you will go through here to here also. Means that the reverse will also be true. We are also we are organic. We are doing the reverse also.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
we can do, but
Sahib Pandey, Prashant here.
Yes, Prashant.
You have asked one question, I mean 3 questions. So the first chemistry idea was the when
Okay,
we
okay. I will go through that slide, and you will. Wait for a minute, and I will
go
go
to
through
that
slide.
slide.
Okay. This one. Okay, wait. This. Oh, I think this one is last slide. Yes, this one.
The first chemistry idea was when we got fresh cut now. I mean, when we cutting onion and got cut in our hand, we just applied turmeric powder. Turmeric powder
Where?
is turmeric powder.
Yeah. I know.
Haldi.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
It's it is a very good antiseptic agent, the turmeric.
Yeah.
That's why it's oozing the blood in that
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
got fresh cut. This is my first chemistry idea behind it. It contains
Okay.
cyclohexadiene. That's why it's
Okay.
clotting blood. Just squeeze and the blood has gone. Something like that.
what it contain in turmeric powder?
Cyclohexadiene. It's a antiseptic agent.
Yeah.
Agent.
So you know that we are now lot of people will do the mouthwash kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's also mouthwash.
So it's also that. So previously our people are using the turmeric powder water, means that they will made it there in their jugs, and they once they get up they will just do this. This is the best mouthwash agent.
Okay. And you have made really interesting slide where
Okay.
we can think about it, our basic life in chemistry. We just focusing on our daily life routine, what will happen here and there. But this is the slide really interesting. I think just appreciation post for you.
Okay. Thank you.
But one thing you must
So
care about
here a
your
lot of audience is there.
internet connection. Your internet connection was not good, so many of audience did not connect to you. That is the main problem.
But a
today's
lot of
discussion.
people is still there, so they may ask the question. Means that this is a
They
question.
may yes, they may give the means last question answer. If anyone to give
means
the
that,
answer.
no, everyone, because this is
And-
not the chemistry type of question. Yes.
Pandey, can you explain what's need the must precision of oxygen? I mean,
Yeah, I know that
yourself.
because so I have written that the question for pond. So before we are all three questions.
Please
Okay, so
explain the
someone
second
else, I
number.
will just put. Okay, so yeah, okay, I will go. I mean, I will just recall someone's also. So some other Subham is present there, and so Sunil is present there. So have Sunil, have you all, have you any idea when your first chemistry chemistry thing you deal with your idea?
No, sir, I have no idea any about this.
No. It's not like that. Means that you are wondering about that. Nearby means that what's the chemistry? You are explaining. Means that something you start the reading only chemistry. You will know that something happened. So, whatever it's in the chocolate, in that surf powder, anything.
I have no idea, sir.
Okay. Don't no way. Okay, someone else will there.
Okay.
And Anurag, you are there. So
Yeah, actually, I have an answer.
yeah. I
was
want to
in
interact.
Yeah, when I was
Okay.
in 9th or 10th class, then I always wonder that how does the transportation occur in plant through xylem and phloem?
That's
you all
interesting
read-
question. Yeah.
But I never got chance to read that. In my
No.
class,
You
so
have a curiosity.
instead
My whole quest making this interactive slide is you have the curiosity. Now how the water going through the plants? It's very high, tall plant, and it's normally it's you haven't took the water in at that much high level. A lot of force
Yeah.
is needed, but in the plants
Yeah.
it's going on. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So you haven't any idea, but you have getting my first point. You noticed the a idea or something, and
Yeah.
so but you haven't now you haven't complete your deal. Means that your curiosity is still there. So
Yeah.
okay, no way. So okay. So
And
Pandey,
someone
please
else-
explain second number.
Okay. I will explain in a bit of minutes. So someone is there. So Subham Moody is there.
yeah,
Subham, are you
Subham,
present
can
there?
answer.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I am here.
So my third question is very important. So have you any idea about that?
Sir, from the childhood, we have learned about light, about sound, but we have not learned about smell. I don't know the chemistry of the smell from that.
What you say? You again say, come again.
We all know the more chemistry or physics about the light or sound, but we don't have much idea about smell.
Yeah. That's the interesting question. Matlab, you have a curiosity. So we have a lot of smell with the. Actually, you gone through the. If you have wondered that whenever the milk production is going on, wherever the milk is kind of a thing there is a buttery smell came out of there. Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. My question is that is there any way that we can synthesize the oxyluciferin so that we can lessen our energy consumption by any way?
Yeah. My quest to put this slide is there because scientists still are baffling with this. What happening with only these nanowires? So they will generate means that the luciferin get converted in the luciferin, but in between the process light will generate, and that light will generate is the cold light. Means that we have having the bulbs in our home. Then we are just putting 24 hours, they get heated. But if it generate light whole day, whole night, it never get heated. So two kind of idea, how we will generate this kind of thing and how we will get the cold type of light. So that's a quest.
Yeah, it will be very interesting, I think, if someone get through it.
Yeah, definitely.
And sir, hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you said that we get the light from the conversion of the luciferin to oxyluciferin, right?
Yes,
And
luciferin
between
to
the-
oxyluciferin. In between that,
luciferin.
we are getting light.
And that's why the light's generally blinking. Is it the reason?
Yeah.
And
Yes. This way. Yeah, this way. Because when it converted to the luciferin, oxyluciferin, light getting out. Then when again some oxyluciferin getting evolved from their gut, and some enzymic reaction will happen, and then again getting the converting the oxyluciferin, and between that process light will generate.
Okay, and if we make the same process in the lab, can we get the light?
No, we are very fond of that. We are making something like that, but we are trying to find out a lot of chemistry around that, what's going on, because energy consumption is there, and whole world is suffering from the temperature rising. So by that way, we are just drop the temperature, but scientists are still baffling with these kind of things.
Oh,
Pandey,
Yes,
hello.
yes.
In CFLs also we are getting means heated light. Means the heat will also come with light.
Yes. Where whatever we have, is still that made by the made by the humans. So everywhere heat will generate it, but only this nature have some very different, distinct type of quality. So we every time we try to mimic the nature.
Okay.
So Pandey, we have left only 8 to 10 minutes, so you can answer.
Okay. So someone. Okay, so no one is left there. It means that people are not getting in. Find out this is interesting. Okay,
you can answer this one because we have.
Okay.
Pandey,
So then we will start it out. So I will start from the
Pandey,
second one. Yes.
Actually, for first question, we have one very good chemist, natural product chemist, are our host. So maybe he will explain your first question.
Okay.
Chemical constituent in living being in our lab.
Anyone.
What is the difference between-
Okay.
So thank you so much, Prashant. You gave me the opportunity to discuss about this question. So what is the difference between the chemical constituent in living being, plants, animal, and lab when we made lab? So actually, the living beings have the natural things, and we took that idea from the nature, and we are trying to synthesize this molecule in a laboratory. So if we compare our things to the nature, so it is not comparable, but still we are like when we synthesize any molecule, so at the last step we are getting only yield like 20%, 30%, and we are happy with this thing. But when nature product these things, that is the yield of the molecule is 100%. But our idea and our dedication is that we are getting closer to nature, and once they when we are that much level of potential we will do, so we can get actually 100% of this thing. So our ideas and our curiosity and our dedication should be like this. We are getting like as nature producing this thing, we have to be do like this that way, so we can get not 100% but approx to 100%, because in photosynthesis what we get, the yield matter means at the last step, when we reach to the last step, that time yield matter is too much low. So I took this resolution, like when I will go to laboratory in further research, so I will maintain this thing. I will compete with nature, and I will synthesize a molecule within the very high yield in the last step.
Okay. So
Thank you.
Subham, okay. So you are explaining a little bit of good kind of, you are a good chemist. I know that, but everything is good here. So you know that if you are trying in your whole life, you never synthesize something like that. So idea is totally different. So you know why? So whatever we are making in our lab, that's the compound is become same. So if we are taking something that we prepare in the NMR from the lab, and that we will prepare from the plants, both are the same, because before it not both are the same, we are not looking at the medicine, we are not looking at something else. So a very major difference is that, so now I explain that there is a carbon 13 and carbon 12 content is there. You know that?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
an idea because we have
yeah.
discussed it out.
Yes, yes. Okay. So when content is there, in that's in wine area, we all call the aging. So when aging will happen, the number of carbon-13 peak are becoming older and older, becoming generating more. But whatever we are synthesized in the lab, we are synthesized in 2 days, 3 days, in 1 month. Not only that, but in our plants, it's more than 2 years, 3 years, you and just getting it and check it out. So because this aging process will happen with the plants, the carbon-13 content is too much, but not too much means that they are precisely measurable. So that the plant's content is something else, and whatever we synthesize in the laboratory, everything will be the same. Only a minute difference there. Their carbon-13 and carbon-12 content will be different. Okay. Subham.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you agree
This
with
is
me?
very interesting thing actually.
Yeah. Actually, Prashant, are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So, and next question. Okay. So next question is, what's the need of that much precision? So precision, there is a in our chemistry life, so there is no need. But when we are doing the chemistry between something like space type of a chemistry, then it too much needed, because there is a project going on the NASA, and they will just taking this idea, means that we are using the aluminum. They are making their rovers and from the aluminum, and they will made it, and they will send it to something like the Venus or Uranus type, exploring that kind of a thing. And because due to this precision, means that they are calculating something else, means that, but here we are written the molecular weight of oxygen, they are written the aluminum, and due to that much calculation difference, that rover move ahead, it's going to the infinite, but it never reached that center. Means that if that much will lead around the universe, but it never hit the target. So we need that much precision. In normal life, there is no need of that. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Vishal, for your beautiful presentation. You cover lots of things here, and as I mentioned, that was the interactive session. So it was like that, and I hope we will call you in future, because we need just some, because most of the thing we know, but we just ignore this thing. We never focus on this thing, what's actually going on. So I will also call to you when we get chance. So we will also tell you, you have to make like this presentation, and so that audience can get motivated, and also we can think about our nature, how the thing is happening, how the thing is going on, because we know but you already mentioned that curiosity is main important thing. If we are not curious about the nature thing, so it is like it's going on, we are just happy, oh it's going on like this. We have to think about this thing. So this was a very nice lesson, and thank you so very much.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you for all. Now you can leave, everybody.